gas and fire hydrant just now.
In the Vegas Valley.
Okay, so we're testing the cold open again. Howdy to people that probably tuned in on my channel by mistake.
Sorry about
we're
that.
doing it on the right channel. Look out. And
Boom, there we go.
CD. You're seeing it on Facebook?
I am.
Well, we're going to get on Radio Vegas Rocks then.
Yeah.
Ready to do this?
Hide your strap-ons, put away your biscuits, and get ready for the ride of your life.
I know, only
it's
ready.
It's time for free candy in the van of comedy. It's time for Two Clueless Dudes.
What up, everybody? This is Mad Mike, a.k.a. Junk McGee. I am here with the Hank, and as always, our producer was supposedly, allegedly, apparently, transparently,
Irreparably.
Man, we have some incredible stuff to get to today. This is our season finale. We are at our season finale, but never fear, we are going to have a show next week. We're just kind of starting over on a new season. Make it a little easier to catalog for all you cool cats and kittens out there.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you
Man,
didn't.
we're going to
New
get to some
season.
great
You
stuff.
got to call it sometime.
We're
27.
We're going to get to some incredible Tiger King. Okay, we're going to talk about it because I'm here
Little
to tell
Joe
you,
Exotic.
we're going to make America. We're going to make America.
We're gonna make it.
exotic
We're
again.
gonna make
Okay?
America exotic
We're
again.
gonna
And you know
make
what?
it exotic.
He actually ran for president.
He did.
He really did.
I was really surprised that he didn't win, to be honest with you.
Yes.
He's probably not getting a dime of the royalties for that clothing either. It's so
I know,
funny.
not an ounce. You know what though? Maybe I'll send him
Amazon?
something to his what's it called? The commissar.
Oh, commissary.
Commissary. Yeah, I'll send him a couple bucks for commissary. I wonder if you could send him commissary money.
Absolutely.
Like, can you randomly just send somebody that you don't know commissary money?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, let's do it.
Who do
Let's
you
just do it.
I have my friend Ronnie.
sounds fun, yeah.
Is madly in love with this woman, the Jody woman that killed her husband.
Oh, Carol Baskin?
No. Carol Baskin did kill her
different.
husband though.
That's what you're talking about.
My buddy Ronnie
Yeah.
is in love with this girl Jody, who's in prison.
Oh,
Because of all the shows and whatnot, he found out that he's in love with this woman.
Jody?
Yeah, I don't remember.
From Tiger King show?
No, not Tiger King. No, she was. He'll hop on later, and we'll have to ask how him and Jody, how their relationship is doing. But it's an in-prison relationship.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's like a pen pal.
You
Does
know
he
what?
get conjugals?
I told him if he kept up, he may. But I don't know. I told him he should.
Yeah, I would.
Go and visit enough, you get your little kanji, you know what I mean?
So we're going to talk a little bit about Tiger King. We're going to bring up some histories, mysteries. We're also going to talk a little bit about a show that's been around, but Phil is just now, or the Hank is just now getting caught up in it, and that is Altered Carbon.
Amazing.
Yeah, I need
we're
to
also
check
Amazing
that
talking
out
a little
show.
bit
too.
about the
I've been sleeping.
Sniderverse and a little bit about the terrible wrongdoing, the injustice that has been done to Nirvana. Okay,
What?
so we got lots of good things to get to. We might as well go and start off with Tiger King. We've already kind of hit on the subject. I have finished watching Tiger King. All except for the
All
after show.
of okay, yeah.
All except for the after show.
Don't be distracted.
We are not distracted at all. There's nothing distracting going on that you could possibly be doing.
I was grabbing a light bulb, audio people.
But yes, we did.
TwoCluelessDudes.com if you want to see the video too.
That's right. Yeah, see the video, twocluelessdudes.com. You can find us on Facebook, twocluelessdudes.com. We're live on there.
Oh, it's your hat. I was like, why is his face still in the shadow?
In the shadows.
No, it's cool. We don't need to see your face. We need to see that logo.
I just want to, I'm going to show you all this hat.
It's like, why is your face shadowed? There's
Okay.
a brim on the hat, of course.
Joe Exotic.
Do you think they should
That
free
haircut, though, look at that.
Joe Exotic?
Yes.
Do you believe
Absolutely.
that Joe Exotic was framed in any form?
Yes. Absolutely.
Do you feel that
So funny how you turned, huh?
is there anybody that should be joining Joe in his sentence?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
do you
this
care-
the Squinty Vegas guy, right?
Do you queer? Do you queer?
I queer all the time.
Do you care to tell me who?
I just queered it in my pants.
Do you care to tell me who? Would I guess Jeff Lowe?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that guy is. Doing everything he can to dodge a bullet. What up, Duffster?
I think he's
talking
gonna
a little Tiger King, a little Joe Exotic.
I think he's gonna be in some trouble.
But look, I honest to God, I think he should. Okay, look, did he kill the animals? Yes. Was he abusive, selling tiger cubs? Yeah, I think he did all those things, and I think he should probably do time for those things.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you still need a splash of jail
Yeah.
for all the animal rights
But
stuff, at least.
the 2 counts of felonious murder or paid for an international block.
Wannabe murder.
Jenna Wright, what up? I think
Oh,
I just don't think
Jenny.
he did it. I agree. I completely agree
He
with
absolutely
Antle.
did it. He admitted to doing it.
I think he's too dumb to do the murder for hire.
He did admit to giving dumbass the $3,000.
He admitted to giving him
Or he admitted.
I feel like he was
Jeff
talked
Lowe
into it.
told him to give
Yeah.
him the money from the crash register. It was no longer his money, so
Yeah.
he did what the manager told him to do.
Yeah, Jeff
Now,
Lowe was the boss telling him to put that money in that direction.
look-
It was totally Jeff Lowe's decision.
And this is why I truly believe he did not do it. They tried to set him up with a conversation about, I've got a guy who's willing to do the deed, and they get into the whole text message thing like, yeah, all you gotta do is come up with the money.
You know what?
I'll
But
get
that
you the money.
happens all the time in law enforcement, though.
Right, but the money never showed because Joe had never intended to actually go along with it. It's all for show for him. He made some awful mistakes. This man made some terrible mistakes, and he probably was at one point.
Like shooting a mannequin of Carol Baskin while on his podcast, like us.
He let the
optics
money
of
go to
that.
his head. This is what happened. He started the zoo. He liked the attention, and it went to his head.
I think that
For sure.
happened.
And
I think
I
that's.
sent him down a dark path, and I think he definitely made some mistakes, and he probably deserves to do a good 10 years, but not the
22?
22.
That's a
for
lot.
22 years for not even killing somebody? You got to be shitting me.
Yeah, but if
sure.
I kill,
He probably would have got less time had he actually killed her.
if
Yeah.
I
mean, that's
kill,
that's what blows my mind here.
if I kill an animal that's domesticated, it's automatically a felony.
Joe Exotic. Make America exotic again, okay? 2020.
Except he lost already, unfortunately.
This is for 2020. This is a whole new race, man.
He's in jail.
You can't run from jail? You
I
can run
don't.
from jail.
I think you can run in jail, but I don't think you can run from jail.
I think you can run in jail.
I don't think they let you run in
Joe
jail.
Biden got lost in one for 2 weeks. He thought it was a hospital. Yeah. So,
Oh man, good old Sleepy Joe. Don't we have some interesting stuff with
How
him?
is that the other option?
right, that is the.
How
that
is
your
that
option.
like my alternative?
You know, and I pretty much stay out of politics. I have my own personal views, and I know other people have their own views, and I think that's the beauty of America.
Yeah.
Have those views, but to think that was what they came up with. That was their best
that's their
shot.
guy.
That's the guy.
That's their guy.
The
The guy.
winner. That's the winner.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for that side of the fence. So, okay.
Yeah,
So
can't we
Tiger
have
King.
Eye Patch Guy? Why can't we have any other?
Oh yeah, you're
Red
talking
fellas.
about
Yeah.
Dan Crenshaw.
Yeah.
I love Dan Crenshaw.
He's the red guy for blue guys.
Yeah. He's actually he is a Republican.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
But he's the Republican that Democrats like.
Right. Well, because I mean, he kind of knows.
Because he's chill. He's a neutral fellow. That's
Hey,
why.
from Missouri, Kelly Jones Mannion.
Well, hey Kelly.
What up, Kelly? We
What's
got
up,
Jenny,
What's up, Park Hills in the
and
house?
Jeffy.
Duffman, thanks for hopping in the Twitch. We need the extra love in the Twitch and the
Yeah,
YouTube.
we appreciate-
YouTube, Two Clueless Dudes, all one word.
Yeah, we appreciate the Twitch.
Ring
dog.
the bell.
So, but this all I'm saying is, I don't think the man was smart enough to put together this elaborate bring of murder conspiracy that they nailed him with.
No, it was
I
put in his
think-
lap by Lowe.
Yeah, exactly. I think this was obviously a setup. I really think they should revisit the case. I really think they should revisit the case.
But you
on-
gotta understand-
on Carol Baskin and the missing. I really do feel like they should revisit that because I'm gonna tell you what, she is so fake.
Yeah.
She's just so fake.
Dig up the septic tank.
And you know who I really like?
Dig up the septic tank.
I agree.
Yes, sir.
You know who I really did grow to like as that show went on?
Saf.
His
No legs.
campaign manager.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah,
me
the
too,
campaign
for sure.
manager's
You kind of
bomb.
just feel for the guy because I think he genuinely appreciated Joe's friendship.
Yeah.
And I think he genuinely appreciated working for Joe. And I think they had a really cool functionality. And I mean, the guy, he saw that one dude blow his goddamn head off.
Yeah.
I mean, whoa!
He understood the guy
He
better,
understood the guy.
like good and bad. Like for a complex person, as we all are, and it's not just simply good
Yeah.
or bad.
Or the guy with no legs.
But you know what?
Yeah.
That's
He lost
Because-
his legs and still liked Joe for the most part.
it's a perfect example why you don't play with guns, no matter if it's your gun or not, though.
Oh,
You know what I
no
mean?
playing.
Why,
With
why
that.
can't you play with a gun?
Accidents can happen no matter what. No
Like
matter.
what happened to you
Come on,
recently?
Hank.
Oh, like what happened to me? No, what happened to me was I invited a friend into my home and didn't know that he was going to be a 24/7 drunk, and he snooped through my stuff, found a pistol, and he decided to shoot up the house.
Oh my god.
So
Did you have to like
it's a
wrestle it from him?
little bit different. I'm going to leave
I
that
did.
alone.
I don't
I did
have
say functionality
friendships that function
about
this
that.
way. Yeah.
I think our friendship has ceased.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I'm sure a lot of those guys like were on meth, right? I'm sure they were all on,
Yeah,
on
I mean-
drugs of multiple kinds. But hey, the reality is, I do not believe that man from Missouri, a gay redneck.
I mean, Oklahoma. I'm from Missouri.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. That's you. I was thinking gay redneck. I
I
was
thought
thinking
it
you.
was Mississippi.
From Oklahoma.
Is it?
Yeah, Oklahoma. I can't. I know he didn't like her, and he went out of his way to create this.
He put
image.
rattlesnakes in her fucking mailbox.
She started it.
She did start it, though. She really did,
I
right?
know it's where you're going, but yeah.
But it takes two to tango. They both should be punished.
Okay, I agree with that. But
know
you
what I
don't
mean?
put rattlesnakes in somebody's effing mailbox.
Well,
Come on.
what the hell are you supposed to put in there? Scorpions?
Mail.
Mail.
Anthrax?
I don't like when people mess with mail. You
Please
can just
send
put them
all
in the driveway.
anthrax to Radio Vegas. DB Eaton, Las Vegas, Phil.
Oh, Mr. Eaton. What's up, buddy? Thanks for joining. So,
I did just call him a gay redneck from Missouri. Sarah Moss just...
got a lot of Missouri
Yeah.
listening in.
It was a Freudian L slippage.
El Slippio.
Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Okay, so let's get on to some other things that I wanted to talk about. Now that we've dived into Tiger King, I want to bring up a story that I think everyone needs to hear.
All right, hit me. Oh, that's
Blockbuster
serious.
still exists.
No.
Yes.
I thought they went down to one store, right?
They have one
They went down
store.
to one store.
Alaska?
No.
Or Oregon? I know the Oregon one was one of the last two.
Not only is the world's last Blockbuster still in existence, it remained open during the pandemic. And Netflix be damned. It is still going. Let's see if I can figure out.
Do you know you know where? And you're
It is in
teasing.
Oregon. It's
Oh,
Oregon.
I told you.
It is Oregon. Yep, it is in Oregon. And despite, so what they did was, they're still doing DVDs. They're doing curbside service from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. daily.
You know, that would be embarrassing, though. Like, could you imagine if you were in a car?
What are you talking about? It's
By
basically-
yourself.
It's basically Redbox with people.
Yeah, but I mean, then
Bend, Oregon.
then
Yeah,
you,
it's
then
Bend,
you got
Oregon.
then you got the mom next to you with the kids, and you're trying to get your pornographic film or something like that. How do you order that with the mom next door?
Well, that's easy. You tell them to throw it into like a Barney case.
Oh,
My
yeah, all right.
Blockbusters
Teletubbies
didn't
case.
have porn in my town.
You know, mine didn't either, but
Yeah.
there wasn't Blockbuster, but I want to
Well,
say
clearly
Hollywood
there wasn't
Video.
a
It was
Blockbuster
the-
in my town
No,
either.
it was Video Time.
Yeah.
In fact, the Duff Man, he knows one of
Video
our
Time.
friends worked for Video Time way back in the day, and I'm pretty sure they had a naughty section. You
Yeah.
know, with the curtains.
Oh,
and
the
whatnot.
curtain.
Yeah, you couldn't go behind the curtain.
Unless you were 18.
Oh, and you know what though? Can I just tell you?
Please.
It really felt you like really felt weird as a kid trying to go behind that curtain. Like you really did feel
you
the
try?
pressure. Oh yeah, all the time.
Because I never.
Yeah, I never bothered with it.
Bro, I stole a movie from Blockbuster.
Whoa.
I did.
Somebody call Metro. We got us a felon.
I was 12 years. Oh, Video Park. It was not Video Time. Video Park. Thank you for the correction. I was 12 years old. 12 years old. Okay. Can you guess what movie I stole?
Yes.
I mean, I had to have this movie.
Was it a Care Bears movie?
I went in with $5 because that's how much I thought the movie was.
Mick Dundee.
But it was to rent, not to buy. I thought it was to buy it.
Total Recall.
They told me, no, it's $24.99 or whatever it was.
And you were like, F you, watch me do this.
I'm taking it. I was like, I have to have this movie.
Did you leave the change on the table?
I did. I left the $5. I'm like, that's all you're getting out of me, you bastards.
Did an alarm go off as he ran off? Or
No, and I totally thought there was going to be. And
Did you
know what?
run?
I did. I got the hell out of there.
It was
I
Goonies.
shoved it in
movie
my
now.
pants.
Princess
No,
Bride.
it was a movie by Rutger Hauer called Split Second.
And you had to have that movie.
I know.
A movie
I know.
I've never heard
Of
of.
all the movies that a
That's
kid
the
had
one
to
that,
steal.
that gave you the ringer?
Yes. Okay, so the backstory.
Can you explain?
Yes. So I'm 12, and I
Okay.
am huge into Marvel and Marvel
Okay.
cards, specifically Marvel cards. Back at the time, they used to have series that would come out: Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, Series 4, blah blah blah. And I would collect them. And by collect them, I mean I would go to the comic book store and steal them. Again, didn't have any money. I was awful. When I was 12, I was just awful. Can I just say
I was
that?
arrested at 13.
I wasn't that awful. There it
This
is.
movie.
This is the movie. And I was so into Marvel, and the whole, the rumors behind this movie to all the Marvel fans was that this was Venom and Johnny Blaze, who is Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay, yeah,
and
yeah,
that's where they
yeah.
got the idea for the characters. Now, I don't know if that's actually true.
You were
but
so stoked on this
as
movie.
12 years old, I was like, it's got to be. Right?
These glasses.
It's got to be.
This is so cyberpunk.
Oh, dude, the movie is amazing. If you haven't seen Split
Do
Second...
you still have it?
Okay, so...
Let's be real.
To tap...
Do you still have it?
Oh, no way. I actually didn't have it. I watched it once, and I got so paranoid that the police were after me, I buried it in an apartment complex.
Do you think we could still go to it today?
Probably.
Do you
Probably.
do you recall where you buried it?
I know the name of the apartment complex.
And how old were you? 12?
I was 12, bro.
So we got like 20-something years. Do you think they got a new apartment complex there?
Maybe. Oh no, they don't. It's the same. It's the same place.
We should-
However, I will say that it was called like Desert Cactus. I don't know. The name's probably changed, but they had a problem of their apartment buildings catching fire. Like it
Oh,
happened.
man.
It
That's
happened
because
like
they-
several times a year.
Cook methamphetamine in the rooms.
Meth, and they made them out of wood, and they would just catch fire. from being
Interesting.
hot.
Very interesting.
So I just wanted to share with you that Blockbuster is in fact a thing. It is going strong in Bend, Oregon, and you could still drive up and get your mother fluffing movies and get out.
During the virus.
How amazing is that?
Go all the way to Oregon, get you your movie.
Yeah. Just get your movie.
Forget renting it on Apple TV. Let's go to Oregon, folks.
Let's go to Oregon. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to pay some bills really quick. When we come back, we're going to get to some history's mysteries and then on to some incredible news. And we're also going to talk about the injustice that has been done to Nirvana.
Big or small, they do them all. It's Motor Mission, family-owned and operated machine and radiator shop. At Motor Mission, they offer complete radiator rod and repairing, rebuilding, replacements, and manufacturing all in-house. They also provide complete machine shop services, including engine rebuilding, valve jobs, surfacing, milling, boring, honing, balancing, thermal cleaning, blasting, hot tanking, broken bolt removal, antique restoration, and much more. If you need a custom radiator with electric fans and a fan shroud built for your custom project, they can do that too. Motor Mission works on anything foreign and domestic for autos, industrials, RVs, heavy equipment, power sports, antiques, marine, racing, street rods, hot rods, stationary gen sets or power units, and large mining equipment. Motor Mission is at 5435 Desert Point Drive. Call 702-649-2366 or visit motormission.com.
Nut rub.
From Ball Wash. You put that on after you cleanse yourself and get a nice little fragrance down there, and it lasts all day, and it's absolutely really amazing.
Ooh, yes.
And it smells great. So there you go.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so proud to be coming.
Thank you, Ball Wash, and
you,
visit
Ball
them
Wash.
online at ballwash.com and use coupon code Radio Vegas to get 20% off.
Man, I'm having
They
so
have
much fun.
they have
already popping these.
shampoos and they have soap and
I'm
they
very
have.
excited about this. I've always seen this. Like, I wonder how that works or what it smells like.
Well, you should open it and smell it, and you'll get even more
There you go.
excited.
Twist and
He,
pull.
he had
twist and pull.
he had no trouble at all over here.
Listen, all right, I don't grab things that are lubricated, all right? Give me a break, all right? It smells delicious. No, actually, you can smell it through the can. It actually does smell pretty
you do?
good.
You can?
Yeah, it says ocean air and solid cologne.
Ooh, mine is cedar and citrus for those woodsy smells.
I mean, it says ocean and air on mine. Does it say yours is cedar?
Cedar and citrus.
Okay, here, I'll trade you. So you can smell mine. Well, I don't want you to smell it that way, but I mean,
Well, this is nice too.
yeah, see, and they actually make some really good smell. Dude, nut rub. Tonight, let's
Let's-
put it to the test.
Let's rub some nuts.
Let's rub the cedar and the ocean together. See if we could get a woody ocean.
Let's rub some nuts.
When you need the balls to smell as fresh as the day.
Nut rub.
From Ball Wash, use coupon code Radio Vegas to get 20% off.
Hi, I'm Todd, a child of the 1970s and your host for K-Todd. It's my 70s radio show that plays the music from the me decade. We'll have lots of memories from those 10 great years with moments from TV and the movies. And your requests. Call me anytime and leave a request or a comment and you could be on the air at 1-315-665-1970. And stay tuned for the next fun look at the 70s on K-Todd.
Hey ladies, when it's not raining men, it's always raining tacos at Juan's, Flaming Fajitas, and Cantina during their daily happy hour from 3 to 7. If things get a little too hot from their authentic Flaming Fajitas, you can visit their outdoor dining area and cool down with one or dos Corona Ritas. If you're feeling spicy, be sure to order one of my personal favorites, their fresh tableside guacamole, which goes perfectly with their homemade chips and salsa for 1 or 2.
Visit Juan's Flamin' Fajitas and Cantina on Facebook or in the real world at 9640 West Tropicana. Proud supporter of the Rock and Comedy Show for 2 years and counting.
Welcome back to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank. Chillin' with us is Wise. We're going to go and tell you about how one band screwed up.
Oh, it's more than one band. Like I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's more than one band.
Okay.
But one band in particular started this whole mess. Okay, one band started this whole mess, and I don't know what Puddle of Mud was thinking. But if you have not seen the YouTube video, you have to go onto YouTube and listen to the song. It's kind of like the raccoon eating trash, and he goes, "Oh, this is terrible. You should try this." That's exactly what this video is. And the funniest part about this whole fucking thing is at the very end of this music video, he goes, "Nailed it."
He does that?
Yes.
He says that?
Yes. I'm like, what the fuck did you nail? A cow?
It's like impressionating a Jackson Pollock painting.
Yes.
Like you can do the same thing, but it doesn't feel the same way.
Can you play just a tiny snippet? You can even
A
play from right
smidgen.
there.
A skosh.
We have to do a minor skosh.
Take with you.
We won't hear it.
Take a hit, finish rhyme.
Okay, there you
Because
go.
I can't. Yeah, sorry about that.
How awful is that? It is awful. And then, to make matters worse, somehow, they decided, hey, you know what? Let's let Post Malone and Travis Barker mutilate some songs.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking
Which was
about.
cool, even
'Cause
though
you
it
and
wasn't good.
Right,
It was still cool.
Other than the fact that
Post Malone's terrible.
Post Malone is awful. He
He's
can't
god
sing.
awful.
I
can't
actually
sing.
think he's all right.
He's auto-tune. I can auto-tune.
He is all auto-tune. I was going to say, I
Kermit
can
the
sing.
Frog can auto-tune.
He was way more on key than Kurt actually was in.
Kurt wasn't supposed to be.
Right. But here's the problem.
That's the
He was
thing.
not intended to be.
Here's
That's
the
what the
problem.
Pollock
Post Malone sounded
comparison.
like somebody trying to yell who smoked too much.
Yeah, he just didn't sound
You know,
good.
it didn't
Yeah.
sound right. You know
Which
what I
is
mean?
like just like Muddy Banks. He sounded just like Kurt did from the Muddy Banks, but that album also sounds awful.
Right. Well, right. There you go.
So it's like very authentic and very cool,
But it
even
makes
though it was
Blind
not
Melon
fun to listen
sound
to.
great. I totally agree. And I was not a big Blind Melon fan.
Blind Melon's so much better.
But Blind Melon, it's definitely better.
Yeah.
And whatever
being something
on
to listen to.
earth possessed Puddle of Mud and to do this song? Like, you're only going to do one fucking Nirvana song and you pick this one?
Nailed it.
Nailed it. You got to be out of your goddamn mind.
So
cringy. He should trade places with Joe Exotic for 22 years.
It makes modern musicians
more of a crime to me.
Just seem so lazy that it's like, oh, we're gonna cover the band known for making the simplest, most nursery rhyme catchy songs.
Yeah.
That are the easiest to cover possible. We're nailed it.
Nailed it. And I
Real
think,
challenging.
Well, Travis Barker, you talk about an amazing,
amazing drummer,
performer and whatnot. He can't show off his skills on a Nirvana song.
and to give,
I don't know, Dave Grohl.
To give the Post Malone, Travis Barker thing a little bit of its due credit, it was all done via like Zoom or Skype or something.
Yeah, it was legit. It was really cool.
Which definitely makes it difficult. They have no excuse.
No.
That is live.
That's a sound
in a
station.
sound studio. They're all right next to each other. Yeah. And the funniest thing is, you could if you watch this video through, you will watch the other band members look at him like this is what we planned to do. Like he just sprung it on them. Like they were like everybody had practiced on their own. They all got together like, oh yeah, let's do the song. We got this ready.
And here we go. Go.
Yeah.
And they were like, what?
Puddle of Mud wasn't a band initially. It was him. He got signed with Fred Durst, and he put a band together.
Oh.
So this might not even be the same Puddle of Mudders. He's always had session musicians.
Fred Durst, on that same vein, Fred Durst actually didn't start Limp Bizkit.
Oh, yeah?
He didn't start off that way. He actually tried to get in multiple times into the music career. He first started with rapping. Didn't get anywhere. He tried getting on as a TV person, as a personality.
With that frowny eyebrow face.
Yep. So he tried multiple times to become famous.
Oh,
and then
man.
once he did become famous, he ruined it.
He ruined it immediately. And he did it all for a pickle. Come on, a pickle.
You're saying that like there was one instance that ruined Fred Durst instead of just a history of continuously
I think Fred
ruined.
Durst is the reason that he's no longer successful.
You know one of my biggest regrets
I think
of my
that's him.
teenage years
Effing
is?
over Weezer was a thing. Sorry, that's a whole other thing. Teenage years.
My biggest regret from my teenage years is that I actually thought Faith was a good cover. That's probably my biggest
That was
regret.
fun, though. The thing is, for that age,
It was actually really good for that 90s, late 90s vibe.
it's like thinking Jar Jar's cute when you're 7.
Yeah.
It's like you're the right age for that.
But now that I'm older and I like know what music is, I wish that like a good band would actually redo Faith, you know?
Right?
Exactly.
Totally.
Exactly.
Like, gosh, you know what?
Because it's a good
If it
song.
sounded from a good band.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's true.
It made it so glaring, the amount of like arrangement and parts and like writing that was involved in that song compared to their other songs.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like,
I'm gonna admit that I owned the album from
You probably had a red
Limp
hat
Bizkit.
too, huh?
No.
I had $3 bill y'alls.
No.
You freaking me out, you wore a mask on a
Yeah, that was the cool song. And that,
yeah.
yeah.
Out, you wore a mask.
Because there was crazy harmonics on the guitar, so that
Yes.
song was bopping. Yeah,
I
good
remember that
taste.
song. Yeah. That was right up there with Ba with the Ba.
Yeah.
Bang,
Bang,
bang.
diggy, diggy.
I was about to bring that up, and I was like, it's too off topic.
Isn't that song called The Bull God, right? I Am the Bull God?
I think it's
Or no, it is
literally
Ba with
called
the
Ba with the Ba, yeah.
And Bull God is a
And that's a
different song.
cover.
What?
Yeah, it's a cover of an old like doo-wop song.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's why it has this weird scat in it. That's authentic.
That makes
Yeah.
more sense now.
Respect, right?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Kid Rock was a weird dude, but I'll never rag on him because the dude is an actual musician.
Yeah.
The guy knows music. It's the same thing with Beck. I fucking hate Beck.
Yeah.
I cannot stand
Really?
any of his. Can't stand any of it.
But you have to
the
respect
man
him.
Is a goddamn genius.
Yeah.
And he can play like an instrument.
Yeah.
He's everything himself.
A lot like Trent
I
Reznor.
got nothing but mad. Same thing with Trent Reznor. Some Nine Inch Nails stuff I like. Some of it is basically throwaway garbage to me. But I respect the man.
Totally.
Because he was brilliant. Same thing with the Beatles. I don't listen to the Beatles in my car, but I respect them.
Word.
Yeah.
The Beatles were one of the beginners. You know what I mean? They started a lot of this, so they were pioneers.
Man, there's few I dislike while respecting them so much as Kid Rock, though.
I
So
almost
much
have to
respect
agree.
for him while not liking anything he's done.
Right, and yeah.
But Kid
It's
Rock's
just
so
not
much
for
fun
me.
because, like, if you go to one of his concerts, it's not just
Yeah,
a
I'd have fun at a
concert.
concert for sure.
Like, Kid Rock, when he puts on a performance, like he's gonna move his guy playing the playing the record player. He's gonna move him out the way, and he's gonna say, "Let me play."
Yeah.
And he's gonna DJ, and he's gonna make your head spin, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit!" The kid knows how to DJ, and what you don't know is the kid actually grew up spinning.
Yeah.
And then he didn't get big.
His favorite song was "You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Right Round."
Yeah.
He
Like
didn't
a
get
record baby.
big.
Diverse influences. And
Right
he uses
round,
them all.
round.
Yeah, right round.
Yeah, but he didn't get big. He didn't get big until after his DJing. But
And he's the one
massive.
that brought Uncle Cracker into the.
Yeah, but
into
that's
the music
not
verse.
necessarily a
No, wasn't Uncle Cracker cool before?
no.
Really?
No,
Was Uncle Cracker ever cool?
He did that "Fish in the Sea" song or whatever.
I
What?
swear I remember Uncle Cracker before
I don't
Kid Rock.
remember their
Pretty
song.
strongly. I think Uncle Cracker was more
We'll have to
90s. Kid
verify.
Rock was like 2000.
Trust but verify. We'll have to verify.
Yeah. Holler at me
All
in the
right.
chats.
Let's move in. Let's move into the gold.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes.
Still there? We left that on the screen.
Like that $20 you say I owe you.
Just stop.
All
looking
right,
at
so the
Puddle
way
Mud.
this works, History's Mysteries, I'm going to advise you about what happened in this week back in history. All right, here we go.
Let's hear it.
1933.
Wow. Ooh, hold on. 1930 what? 1933. That is 2 years before 1935, folks.
It is.
Continue.
First modern sighting of the Loch Ness Monster by Aldi and John McKay saw something resembling a whale.
Something resembling a whale.
Something
And it wasn't their
resembling
ex-wife.
a whale. No. Nor mine.
Nor mine.
1849. Abraham
Wait,
Lincoln.
Where did they see it at?
In the water.
They did see it in the water?
Yeah.
The Loch Ness? This is the Loch Ness
Yeah.
monster?
It could have been Leviathan though.
But did they see it in, is it like Loch Ness Lake or something?
No.
Laka Lake?
Cthulhu?
Laka Lake?
Cthulhu. Yes. Cthulhu Lake, I believe.
Cthulhu Lake. The great, and isn't it like in Jamaica? Somewhere around there.
Pearl Harbor, I think.
Or is it Ireland or Scotland?
Germany.
Yeah, Spermany.
Australia.
Yeah,
So
that
shoot
coast
up.
of Germany, coastal
It's-
Germany.
Yeah. Coastal Germany.
Yeah.
Poland.
That beachside German.
Yeah. Those German beaches.
1849. Abraham Lincoln received a patent, might I say, the only U.S. president to do so, for a device to lift a boat over obstructions.
Nice.
A boat?
Lift a boat
Get it over those obstructions.
over obstructions.
Like just-
like when people fall overboard, you don't want to run them over, so you lift the boat
Over them.
over them.
But
Or
just
like a
boats.
buoy. Yeah.
Just boats, yeah, not cars.
Can do it with
like a
cars
beaver dam.
or carriages.
Yeah, they didn't. They
Or horses.
didn't. They didn't do it with. Yeah,
It's
no.
like a footbridge.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't realize he had a patent. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty neat, right? And he also killed
he could rest his head
vampires. Yeah,
Hella vampires, though.
yeah, hella vampires. 1939. You ready?
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini signed the Pact of Steel in Berlin, Germany.
And Benito Mussolini. See,
Benny.
we bring up. He doesn't believe me, but we have to bring up Hitler at least once a week.
Well, see, that's why I winked that shit.
Yeah, I knew you knew it. And what year was that?
That was in 1939.
So 1939. So he was, at that point, Germany was pretty well established.
Very well established.
And not a lot of the trouble had begun yet for them.
Not your old man's Germany.
Nessie rules. If it was Germany, they would have made sausage out of it. Very true. Very true.
That's very Germanic.
Schnitzel.
That's very Germanic.
Nessie
I'm into it.
Schnitzel.
That Nessie Schnitz.
That Nessie Schnitz.
1986. The balls on this woman. Cher called David Letterman an asshole on late night NBC.
No way.
Called him an asshole.
That's awesome.
Even if he is.
You know
Was
what?
it cash or did she like really lean into it?
I believe she leaned into it and gave it some love. You're an asshole.
You're an asshole.
I believe.
Do you believe in life after you asshole?
Could you imagine, like, what would you do if you were David Letterman and somebody came on your show and they're like, asshole?
I would not be able to stop laughing.
Like, do you take a puff of the cigar?
Yeah.
Like, do you go to break? Like, what do you do?
I lean back and ask for details.
Please proceed.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you're a please proceed. What
Let's
do you mean?
outline this.
What do you mean?
Well, let's give me notes.
I like
give me
that.
bullet points.
If you said you're an asshole, I'd say, well, you're a puffy mustard.
Puffy mustard?
Yeah. And then she'd be like, what? I'd be like, what?
You're a chocolate starfish.
Yeah.
In a sea of no starfishes.
I'm gonna go hang out with Little Richard.
Hey, talking about starfishes. 1998 Lewinsky scandal. A federal judge ruled that United States Secret Service agents could and would be compelled to testify before a grand jury concerning the scandal involving President Bill Clinton.
Wow.
So nothing's ever hush-hush. Nothing's ever off the
I
record.
did not have sexual relations with that woman.
And then a couple weeks later, I did have sexual relations with that woman.
Good judge.
Do you guys know that she came back in the spotlight?
Oh,
about
she
a year
came
ago
back a lot.
With
She
a
came
podcast?
back a lot.
Did she really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
supposedly
actually.
she's entertaining.
I watched it.
Yeah,
She's also does a lot of TED Talks.
nice.
Yeah,
yeah,
for
like the
reals.
grown-up Monica is like cool.
Yeah, and she's got sexy legs now. All right.
Gosh, she wasn't pretty back in the day.
Well, I'm not for sure she's pretty now, but
No.
listen,
But
I don't know. There was like a library.
Wham's
of
gotta
that
eat
shit
what
when I
goes.
was-
when
I was
you
all right.
close down the government, all right, when you close down the government, beggars can't be choosers. Let's be real.
That's true.
So you got to take what you can get and run with it.
To the limit.
One more time.
One more time.
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow.
Look what we've done. I've broken the show.
All right.
2017 suicide bombing at Manchester's Arena, England, after Ariana Grande's concert killed 22 people, injured 59.
I remember that. He said maybe the top of her head was gorgeous. Very true.
Yeah.
It must have been something he liked. I remember that. Ariana Grande. I still don't know if she's actually done a concert since then. I think she's done an award show.
Yeah, this she has.
Kind of miss your face too.
I mean, I would definitely be like concernicus. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't stop performing.
Well, Jason Aldean didn't stop performing after the 1 October incident.
Yeah, after the,
And he literally got shot at.
Yeah.
Pearl Jam stopped doing festivals after the thing in the early 2000s when there was like 4 people trampled.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Pearl Jam will only do like arenas now.
I mean,
Sit to West,
I would prefer. I mean, us living in Las Vegas,
He needs stuff to
you can
climb on.
have all kinds of shows all over anywhere. I mean, we're Las Vegas.
Yeah, there's multiple sizes of people holders.
After the 1 October incident, I got to be honest, I would feel more comfortable watching in an arena versus watching outside. Not that it'll ever happen ever again in the world, but still yet, that's some scary shit. And I had friends that were there, so I'm sure everybody had friends that were there.
What else you got?
All right.
Lay it on me.
2019, Washington State became the first U.S. state to legalize composting human bodies.
Really?
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I gotta go back to Mother Earth.
From whence you
Took her a
came.
week.
That's
Come
right.
back.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so she has done concerts since then. Okay.
Plant a tree in me. And then
You know
name
what?
the
That's
tree
kind of how I feel
Plaza
when
Jr..
I die. I
Yeah.
don't mind to give my body up for science if it's needed.
I wanna be some
Otherwise,
trees.
cremate me and make me a tree
Just
somewhere.
take me
That'd
out
be
to the park
fine.
and just pull me apart for the ducks. Or the birds, you know, like you do to the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be planted.
I feel like I'd have
Come
to
here, get some mic.
leave you out for like 2 weeks though to let you like crumble and shit.
Yeah, you want me to dry out.
Yeah, I'd want you to dry out.
Yeah.
2 trees trained to twist together.
That'd be pretty bomb.
Yeah.
I
and
do
there's a
not
plaque
like
on 'em.
him that much. I don't want to spend an eternity.
Training trees.
I would want
Twisted
mine
with this
entwined
mother.
With Joe Exotics.
There's a hedge fund just to handle my funeral trees.
No.
To
That's-
hire the gardener to twist them together
A
and
hedge
polish the
fund.
plaque on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks.
It's a hedge fund.
1785, Benjamin Franklin announced his invention for the bifocal.
When was
dumb.
this?
The bifocal.
1785?
1785.
That
Can you
bitch
believe?
didn't have that until 1786. He's a
Can you
lying sack of
believe
shit.
1785? 1785 bifocals. Something that almost every
And now-
grown individual uses
You
today.
would think, but it's 2020, you think we'd have like trifocals or quadfocals now.
Or like VR chips. Yeah, I got nothing.
I like
I'm
how
done.
they even like blow the glass to make glasses in the first place back then. What
Who
do you even
knows?
do? Pour it in
Who
a mold?
knows?
Ooh, stop it. That your bromance with Phil Adams. We have a bromance. We're bromantic.
Yeah, we actually do have a bromance.
Yeah, we hang out a lot.
I like him a little bit. Not much. Yeah.
We do.
Matter of fact, we watched a little bit of Joe Exotic today
We do. Yeah, actually.
before the show.
We did watch some. Jeff says we do. Well, we do have VR now, yeah, so. Was that invented by Benjamin Franklin? Does he have
No,
a patent on that too?
I think
Son of a bitch. Didn't he have like a gajillion patents?
actually he had
He has
a
more
lot.
patents than general patent.
Yes, agreed.
It's ridiculous.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, how many patents did Ben Franklin have?
I don't know. He
I
was
don't know
like the
how much wood could
coolest
woodchuck
dude
chuck,
that
the
wasn't a
woodchuck could chuck
president.
wood. Nobody knows.
For sure.
I'd say there's over 100.
I think so.
I would. My guess is over 100.
Now we have to look. Well,
That's his
Yeah,
listening in on
take
gangsta
a look.
headphones.
Take a
All
look
right.
while I keep looking. Anybody else? You throw it out there. 1867, Jesse James gang robs a bank in Richmond, Missouri. 2 die. $4,000 stolen.
For $4,000, isn't that crazy? Like now,
$4
$4
grand.
it's not even worth your time.
Yeah, that's barely a felony.
Yeah, back then.
okay, give me guesses. How many patents does
I'm gonna
Ben
say
Franklin have?
220. That's what I'm going with.
You said 100?
Let's do
Well,
120.
I should have guessed before I looked because he actually has never patented an invention.
Whoa.
Open source!
Really?
He built many devices that were designed to help or improve, solve every other day
But he did not
problems.
patent a single one.
To solve every other day problems,
Wow.
not problems
No
every day.
kidding.
What about
But he's an inventor. He had to.
Of the numerous inventions Franklin created, he did not patent a single one.
he created
you
stuff, but
serious?
never
Freedom of
patented.
information, baby. He was like old school GNU.
Yeah,
I'll
it
be
wasn't
dang.
until much later when Tesla and Benedict Cumberbatch had their little battle. Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch, the
Yeah.
inventor of PayPal.
Yeah. Of PayPal.
And the Energizer battery.
Mm-hmm.
2019 prototype of a new high-speed train that will float above the track, capable of traveling over 370 miles per hour, unveiled by the Chinese
And it's like
Railway
1100, he said.
Rolling Stock Corporation.
Maglev.
370 miles per hour floats
That's gonna
above
be
the
great.
track.
You want to know what's funny about that? I actually had
Make me
that
laugh.
idea when I was 10.
You're like, these magnets float. Let's make a
Yeah.
train.
Well, I wrote like a whole scheme out for a train. I actually was going to use it to build a spaceship.
Oh, man, me too. Elbows, dude.
Yeah, I had this. I had
I
created.
was so sure.
For those
I
that are
created-
watching our show, this is how we're doing our social distancing. We can't get 6 feet apart.
No.
We
So
can
we're
slap a bow,
not
though.
high-fiving.
We're 6 feet apart. Look at. I'm not this tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give or take.
As you guys both, you guys lean away from each
Yeah.
other. We're like, yeah, total 6 feet apart.
But
we're not doing high fives. We're not
Yeah.
shaking hands.
You have to
We're
adjust
elbowing.
for the angle of attack. See how we're not angled at each other?
It's true. It's
So
true.
every degree of angle of attack that I rotate from him is like an inch that I can be closer. Angle of attack. Look it up, you guys.
Oh, but I did. I wrote down this whole thing on how I believe that you could use electromagnetic. You could create an electromagnetic field or use magnets to create an actual artificial gravity well and use that to propel yourself.
Totally.
I actually wrote, and it's so funny. My buddy Josh Jonas can actually.
Is he a
verify
Jonas
this.
brother?
He is.
Okay.
He can actually verify this because he started working on some projects with some other companies, and he started sending me this. He was like, "Oh my God, Mike, you're right. It can work." Somebody had started doing it for cars. I was like, "Hey,
We would have been so tight in elementary
10-year-old you. Are you German? You may be a Nazi.
I might be, but you might not see."
When do you think we started eavesdropping on phone calls?
Bro,
Just throw it out there.
When do you think the United States
the first
government started?
I was gonna say because the first time a kid picked up a phone,
Yeah,
there
it's
was an
like
eavesdropper.
wiretapping was probably like next
you know
year.
that that mom was listening in.
There's only like 4 people's phones in the village to tap, so it's like,
Yeah,
listen away.
listen away.
1915.
Oh, really?
Thomas Edison
Sounds right.
invented the telescribe to record telephone conversations.
Wow.
We
That
were
wa-
listening
that
to
was
your
one of
phone
his
calls
100
in
1,100.
1915. It's
Dang.
amazing.
That should be like the FBI slogan or something.
FBI slogan.
We've been listening to you since 1950.
We employed Thomas Edison to the FBI.
Yeah.
We didn't even exist
We didn't
then.
even exist then.
1993, Star Trek episode Second Chances airs, guest starring Mae Jemison, the first real-life astronaut to appear on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Really? No, because Q was an astronaut.
No.
He was a spaceman.
Like the actor
From
that played
space.
Q.
But Q was
Oh, I
like...
get what you're saying. He was my favorite character.
Oh, Q was cool, right?
Was he really?
Q was my favorite. Hell yeah.
I liked number one.
Yeah, number 1.
Oh, you're a Riker fan.
Riker.
Yeah. You know
Hail
why?
them.
Because
No.
when I was a kid, he looked
Because
just like...
he always used to hang out with the big-titted girl?
No, because he
On
he
screen.
reminded me of Magnum PI.
I know,
Really?
yeah, totally.
Yeah, and I just thought Magnum PI was the coolest fucking
It's
show
like
I've
a
ever seen in my
friendly
life.
lumberjack.
What's the actor's name? Tom Selleck.
Yeah. Love it.
Damn, okay.
It's like America's Dad.
Who also did that movie about being a baseball player in Japan, Mr. Baseball, right?
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
If
We
you
were
build
just
it,
watching Gator
he
in
will
the
come?
living room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, that's
you-
Field of Dreams.
Okay. Last one, 1934. American outlaws Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow were killed by the police in an ambush in Louisiana.
In 1981,
1934.
I was close.
Have you
were
guys seen the car though?
I have.
The car's,
Is it sick?
the car's here in Vegas,
Yeah,
right?
did you see it?
No, but
It
I've
used to be
heard
at
that
the
it's
Imperial
here.
Palace.
You get spooked out because you can't see it and not picture how all those holes are like holes in a person at some point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well I've
It
seen
just
bullet
breaks your
holes
heart.
before.
It looks like
Yeah.
Swiss cheese.
I've
That car is fucked
I
up.
just got done patching holes.
Yeah, in your
four
house.
of them.
This is true. All right.
But that was our history's mysteries. I hope you learned a lot.
So before we go to break, I'm going to leave you with this one thing here. We're going to go right back to Tiger King, and I'm going to tell you this. Carol Baskin's missing husband, Don Lewis's signature was traced onto his will, says handwriting expert.
Well, they talk about that during the show, though.
Not. They talk about his will, but they
They
don't
talk-
talk
Where that
about.
came up.
They don't talk about how they believe that it was traced.
Oh,
They believe that somebody forged his signature.
yes.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
That's yeah.
Same thing.
Let's not forget that Carol Baskin's first husband was a multi-millionaire. Let's put that into
Yeah,
perspective.
he was an airplane owner.
And for a guy that owns his own airplanes, not airplane.
And they said it's not even a difficult call. He was definitely tracing, they said.
Well, they also his secretary was the power of attorney, and was the holder of the wills. And
Yeah.
one day she came in, she was relieved of duty, and there was poof, a new will.
There's still a chance.
Well, it's not even that. She had two wills. And then they had a break-in. And then the wills went poof.
There's a chance that he changed his name and abandoned his
Runaway?
identity.
Bebopped
Tom
out.
Selleck movie to see, Runaway. I'm going to watch it.
Cool.
I'm a big Tom Selleck fan.
Yeah,
Maybe
there is
that's a movie we
chance.
can watch. We were talking
And
about
Tom
movies
Selleck
to watch.
Is like, Tom Selleck to me was the new Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, Stash Man.
Yeah. It's all about the stash, bro. You weren't
Agreed.
cool. When I was a kid, you had to be cool, you had to have a mustache. Dale Earnhardt Jr., one of the coolest dudes ever, had a
Oh.
mustache. It's true. It's just true.
There are so many uncool stashes, though.
Well, I mean, through history, sure. Hitler kind of comes to mind.
Or
But,
like Highway Patrol.
oh, yeah. But, yeah, so I just thought you'd like to know that they believe, a handwriting expert believes, that the will was not actually signed. The will that they have was not actually signed by Don Lewis, that it was, in fact, traced.
Okay, let's just say that the obvious thing. She put something in the will that nothing gets put in. It says not only if he dies and or disappears.
Which
Nobody
is like hardly
says
ever
that.
done.
Never does that. Disappeared.
I think
That's
she
so-
knows where he ran off to hide his identity.
Oh yeah.
And then on his deathbed, he's gonna raise his hand and be like, "Look,
That
I've been
boy-
in South America all along under this alias."
I'm gonna tell you right now, he did not RUNNOFT. Okay.
He's probably dead though.
He did not run
Oh,
off.
he's dead.
She's very.
Yeah, he runned off. Okay.
Because he would have kept ties with like one secretary or something. That secretary is spooked.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go ahead and pay some bills. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the Sniderverse and DC in general.
All right. Shout out real quick to Parker Ryan from Sin City 11. She's got a show here at Radio Vegas Rocks on Mondays, Manic Mondays from 11 to 2. Here's a shout out for their podcast.
Hey, it's RadioVegas.rocks. Check out Sin City 11 podcast.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up. Don't look over here. I'm gonna pull up the.
I don't want to look over there.
No, but I
don't
want
wanna see a
everyone
blue
to see
waffle.
your face.
Is it a blue vagina? Is that what you're
You have
talking
to-
about?
okay,
That's
hold on.
disgusting.
I want you to see. I want everyone to watch your face because this is their first time.
Oh my
seeing
god,
this.
I'm so nervous. So nervous. I'm gonna hide my face.
Don't look yet.
Oh
Let
my
me pull up
gosh,
the images.
so
Hold
gross.
on. It's so. Okay, you ready?
No.
Wait, let me get it. Let me
Dude,
zoom
am I gonna
in.
puke? I ate breakfast
You
this
might.
morning.
Hold on, it's pulling up.
I'm
Are
like,
you
"No."
ready?
I was like, no, I'm not giving BJ's.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not
Are you
ready.
ready?
I don't want to look.
You guys ready? You want to watch your face? Okay, gotta look. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I can't.
Do it.
Oh my god. Oh, that is disgusting.
Exactly. Tell me.
Oh, I'm seriously gonna throw up. Oh my god.
Tell me you don't show that in health class and people will stop having dirty sex.
That's Sin City 11 podcast every other Wednesday, 9 a.m. on RadioVegas.rocks.
Why do we love the Golden Tiki so much? How about the handcrafted tiki drinks made with freshly squeezed juices, homemade syrups, and top shelf booze? These aren't your cruise ship pre-mixed cocktails. These specialty drinks take time and are for the true cocktail enthusiasts. Located in the strip mall in Chinatown, it's truly a hidden hideaway. Well, hidden if you don't know the address, it's 3939 Spring Mountain Road. This place is what my tiki bar dreams are made of, an adult version to Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, complete with alcohol-infused Dole Whip and dirty talking birds, with drink names like Navy Grog, Terrible Twisted, and Dirty Banana. And last but not least, a shot of empathy named Kraken. These drinks will have you back and back again. From the kick-ass atmosphere, hidden Easter eggs in the bar, like Bigfoot's footprint, and don't forget to rub the golden dong for good luck. From live music to DJs that will make you feel like you're on a tropical vacation. The Golden Tiki, 3939 Spring Mountain Road. That's the Golden Tiki, 3939 Spring Mountain Road.
High Quality Rock is on the air. It used to be LV Classic Rock, but truth is, we outgrew and outlasted the classic rock format with the time-tested best rock and roll artists and songs ever. Only the highest quality rock, the music you've loved for years and years, and a great lineup of shows and personalities. Jeff Dorset, Gary Jackson, Crazy J, Tom Seaborn, Will Meadows, and even Dr. Duck's Guitar Prescription. Better than classic rock, it's high quality rock at highqualityrock.com. Take high quality rock with you using the free Radio Vegas Rocks app.
Your new favorite internet radio station, RadioVegas.rocks.
Welcome back to Radio Vegas Rocks. We are two clueless dudes.
What's up?
You're listening to Mad Mike and the Hank. So we're going to do something interesting. We got us a little game that we like to play.
Yes.
It's put this in your mouth.
Put that in your mouth.
And
No ASMR. No mouths in the microphones.
That's right.
I'm so sensitive to that, you guys. I hate mouth noises so much.
So what we're gonna do first is a watermelon cookie.
Oh.
Right? We find some of the weirdest things, I tell you.
Oh, man. So this is like
Watermelon
suspense
cookie.
music for the... Okay, a watermelon cookie.
All right, go ahead, dig in, folks. Oh, and it's even got like little seeds on it. Oh my god.
Oh, it's confusing.
Not
It's like I'm trying to eat a cookie with a beverage, but I can't get the beverage to go away.
Yeah.
And it's a watermelon beverage.
I'm not a fan.
Oh, I can't finish it. Oh, I couldn't do another bite. It got chalky. It
is
turned into like
chalky.
tropical Tums they ground up to make that.
That's totally what it tastes like.
Right?
It tastes like Tums. Tropical flavored Tums. I totally agree.
I'm really afraid that
Don't do it.
Okay, so Sniderverse. For all of you who know, Zack Snyder, the lead Imagineer on the DC universe.
that's
was awful.
terrible.
It was just awful.
That was fucking terrible.
That was really bad.
Wait, so DC movies.
Yes.
So
like,
which ones did he do specifically?
Specifically, he
did
had his-
Superman versus Spider-Man, or
No.
Batman.
That's not a movie.
Spider-Man versus Batman.
He wasted a cookie. He did waste a cookie.
It wasn't that
Jennifer
good.
Wright.
Trust me, it's.
He did waste a cookie, but it is awful. So
He did
but he did-
Gambit versus
yeah, Horatio
Spider-Man.
Sands.
Yeah, Horatio Sands. That's such a great pull. Like that's a superhero, Horatio Sands.
Yeah, he's a superhero.
That's such a good random answer there. I'm so happy.
But he did Batman versus Superman, Justice League. He was a creative director for, or creative producer, or whatever you want to say, for Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Basically,
all of the
anything
new,
that's
all
come
the new
out.
DC stuff, Shazam,
Shazam,
all that stuff was his. That's
Shazam
why it was
was
all
okay.
trash.
Shazam,
Shazam
Put
was
your
worth
hand
watching
on
an
my
airplane.
staff and say my name.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
They knew
That
they
is
were
not
aware.
appropriate
There's
for
no
a
way you
children
are
movie.
aware
Totally not.
that you're going to have an old man say to a young boy,
14.
"Put your hands on my staff and say
your
my name."
hand on my
Like,
staff
there's no way. There's no way they.
and say my name.
They steered into it too. They made that part extra creepy, and that's why that movie was all right.
Oh god.
It was aware of itself.
There was
I don't think
nothing
it
about that movie. You
'Cause
know what
that's
part
like
of the
not
movie
something-
I,
Good airplane
I
movie.
That's
really
not something you
enjoyed?
joke about.
Airplane movie. It's good for an airplane.
It's good for an airplane.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the previews to that movie.
The previews were good. The actual
Yeah.
movie was awful. And basically, the ending, it was just basically Power Rangers. They should have just made it Power Rangers.
It mixed with the movie Big.
Yeah.
Hella
Big
smelled
with
like the
Power
movie
Rangers.
Big. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Done.
Yeah,
But
agreed.
Sniderverse. So Justice League came out, and the movie is just awful. I mean, just god awful.
Like
and
the watermelon cookie?
Yes. Now, just to show you that I'm being completely serious here, I watched the movie, didn't like it. Decided, you know what? I'm going to watch the movie again. Maybe I just didn't understand it. Maybe I didn't understand some nuances.
You got
What movie?
DC'd.
So, Justice League. So I did. I decided to watch it again, and I did. And I finished it, and I said, nope. That movie is terrible. Ricky Delary! He says,
Ricky
right,
Bobby.
go Power Rangers.
DC is so tragic.
That's my boy. He's Zordon right now. So it was awful. Zack Snyder has said, okay, because if you remember correctly, Zack Snyder started the project and then was pulled because his son or daughter committed suicide, and then they brought in the guy that did the original Avengers movie and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Firefly, that guy, brought him in to finish it off. And apparently the movie was not salvageable. Now, Zack Snyder swears that it was. He swears that he could have fixed the movie and the movie would have been perfect. However,
yeah, a perfect DC movie.
I
The
don't
first
believe
one.
it. So he apparently has agreed, they finally agreed to release Justice League's Snyder Cut.
Oh,
And it's
Redemption.
supposed to be like,
They
it's supposed to be
fired
like
him,
4
though.
hours long or something ridiculous.
Oh, that fixes it. Just make it
Yeah.
4 hours long. We'll finally get it.
But here's the thing, that it's not going to theaters.
No.
Oh, is it going to their DC stream?
It's going to be a series. They're going to turn it into parts, is the rumor right now.
But it's
They're
going to go to their
turn it into
streaming
parts
service.
and put it on HBO.
All right.
HBO?
Yeah.
It's not even going to go to their streaming service?
No, of course not.
Nope.
They're not completely stupid.
I would probably, honestly, I'm going to watch it.
I'll watch it.
I'll watch
Yeah.
it. But I'm ready.
But no one's going to pay to watch it unless they're already paying for HBO.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's just,
I don't pay
the
for
movie
HBO.
was so bad. I just don't see how
Yeah,
you could
Cox
salvage it.
makes us pay for it.
I've got some friends. I've got some friends that are big DC, and they seem to be very pumped. Like, this is going to make a change. But here's the thing, dudes. He already fully made Superman and Batman versus Superman, and he fucked it up.
Yeah.
Bad.
He's had enough tries.
How is it, do you think, that this is going to be any better? It already had his thumbprint all over the movie.
I would let
it just
him
was edited differently.
I would let him direct something else, not DC though, because it seems like DC has made a ton of crap movies without him. So I think DC is the common element of the crap, and not necessarily him as a
Well, they
director.
have a new CEO as well now.
Now, hold on to your horses. He's responsible. Zack
Warner
Snyder's
Brothers.
responsible for 300, which at the time was pretty innovative,
legendary.
And then he went and he did Immortals, which I don't know if you saw, but that was
No.
actually the very first movie for Henry Cavill.
Huh.
And it is also a Zack Snyder thing, and the same thing where he just uses the backdrop, and it's all CG, and then the actors are in front of the backdrop. And it felt like you were watching a Broadway show because it was just scene after scene after scene, and nothing really felt cohesive. I didn't like the movie. I thought the movie was half-ass at best. And then he went on to do, I think he did the next 300 movie, which nobody saw.
There's a second 300 movie?
There is, yeah. 301.
Although, if
No.
a director can rescue a DC movie, it's Tim Burton with that first Batman.
Tim Burton, see...
But that's not really the same DC that we know today.
No, that's not the DC that we know today. No. But here's the thing. It used to be, and this is the story, folks, it used to be that DC was known, even though Snyder was quite literally throwing all of the DC movies into a dumpster and setting it on fire, the TV shows were actually still good.
Disagree.
Arrow was
Disagree
good.
wholeheartedly.
I liked
Wholeheartedly.
The Flash. I liked Arrow.
I can't stop it, dude. I'm so sorry.
Getting into it.
But look, they weren't terrible. They honestly were not terrible. Now,
Flash was terrible.
I liked Flash. I've only seen like 3 seasons of Flash, but I liked what I saw. I mean, it gets a little corny, a little campy, but that's okay. I could deal with some of that. It's a superhero, whatever. Then they released Legends of Tomorrow, which was god awful. And then they released Supergirl. Now,
god awful.
God awful. She's incredibly gorgeous to look at.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the acting, the screenwriting, the everything of that movie, of that show is just terrible. And the worst part is I loved Smallville. Okay, so it's not that I'm a DC hater. I'm not. I loved Smallville. Smallville was the bee's knees. Okay. These shows were terrible. Now,
Smallville wasn't big enough.
They went and they did Gotham.
Just because it was small.
Yeah, they did Gotham and made Batman look like they made him look like he was like running around in a chode costume. It was awful. And then
I never made it that far. Gotham was cool for like the first 2 seasons, and then I was like, this is terrible.
We're still on chode costume.
That's exactly what he looked like.
Children, draw what you picture a chode to look like.
Chode Man. That's what he looked like, not Batman. And then they did Batwoman. They did one series of Batwoman with Ruby Rose. Now, Ruby Rose is super famous for being tatted up, and everyone thinks she's super sexy, and she was in, like, a Fast and the Furious movie. She was in that Orange is the New Black.
Never watched it.
And they show her boobs, and they look really weird, and I was very uncomfortable with the way her boobs looked, to be honest.
I love
and
weird
I actually
boobs.
thought she was... I thought she was a man. I thought she was a transgender man. This whole
Because she
time.
had square boobs?
They just didn't look right, okay? But no, her face. Her face made me think that she was... It was a manly face.
So she had a
manly.
masculine
But she's not.
features.
She's a woman I verified, because I honestly wasn't sure. I had to Google. I had to Wikipedia that shit. So she got severely injured. She got severely injured filming the first Batman series, or the first Batwoman show. She has apparently decided to not come back to reprise her role as Batwoman.
Really?
So they have to recast it after 1 season.
Oh, that's so,
I think
so
you would
weird.
just
That's so
end it.
awkward.
To recast your
Isn't she
star.
under contract?
I don't know. But
Like,
apparently it
you
was a
got to
shocker.
contract that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you, gonna
don't just
stay
get
in
to
a
be like, hey,
contract?
Woz, you're going to be Batman, all right? Smile. Enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to write a contract out.
A DC contract, though?
Ben Affleck pulled out. He pulled out of playing Batman. He pulled out of directing the Batman movie.
Yeah.
You
Because
know,
of that DC rep.
It does happen.
No one wants to jump in the garbage fire.
See, and people get mad. People get mad at Marvel. Oh, they don't pay enough, or they're They're knocking you into these long contracts. Well, you know what? It actually works out to benefit a lot of these actors.
Yeah, as long as you don't spoil.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, like Tom
only
Holland.
one of them does that. Actually, that's not true. There's a number of Marvel people that can't be trusted with the script.
Yeah, it wasn't Tom Holland. It was the. I was
Holland
picturing
was
at the time the other guys spoiled the Hulk.
Mark Ruffalo.
No, Ruffalo's spoiler was so funny.
That's right.
He
did too.
spoiled.
That was the best.
He spoiled a lot.
He spoiled almost everyone. The end of the snap the fingers.
Endgame.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't give him they specifically didn't give him his version of the script because of that. True story.
So, did you know there's a Hitler meme out there?
No, I didn't.
There is.
Just one?
There's a Hitler. Well, there's one specifically. However, a British petroleum worker wins after a Hitler meme case goes all the way to federal court.
Oh.
So here's the story. This is a true story. May 22nd. A BP refinery worker sacked for mocking the company's approach to bargaining over pay through a popular Hitler meme has had a decisive win after the company took the case all the way to the full bench of the federal court. Scott Tracy, who worked at BP oil refinery near Perth, was fired January of 2019 after he posted a video to an employee Facebook group using a popular meme format where humorous subtitles are overlaid on footage of Hitler screaming in his bunker in the 2004 film Downfall.
Oh, yeah, that meme.
Yeah, okay. So BP fired him on the basis that he had distributed material which is highly offensive and inappropriate, and defeated Mr. Tracy's initial unfair dismissal claim. Then the Fair Work Commission found the video was inappropriate and offensive and likened his bosses to Nazis. Mr. Tracy won his job back on an appeal, with the full bench and the commission finding the video was clearly satirical, and no reasonable person would see it as making a point about BP executives acting like Nazis. So thank you for somebody having the common sense to realize that satire is a comedy. You know what I mean? Satire is a way we live life.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Even Hitler satire. It's necessary. Inglourious Bastards was basically a Hitler satire.
That was
Jojo
hilarious.
Rabbit, Hitler satire. Incredible movie. Go see it. It's great. Hi, Mom. Okay. Woo!
See, that contextualizes your woo.
Yeah. All right. So here's another good one. This is from Britain. A school is sorry after pupils researched porn homework on the web.
I would have been one of those idiots for sure.
So let me show you what they had to do. So I'll just start with number 7. Number 7, define sexuality. Define drag queen. Define heterosexual. Define homosexual. Define transvestite. Define transgender pornography. Define pornography. Define soft porn. Define hardcore porn. Define revenge porn. Define sexting. Okay. Interesting,
And
right?
this is a school project?
The work was given to children aged 11 to 14.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not kidding you. Principal Che in the Academy in Hull. Principal Che Bell stressed the assignment did not require internet research.
No!
As the answers were in the material the pupils were sent.
They're just using it as an excuse to go look at porn.
Right? So Leon Dagon was flabbergasted when he saw his 13-year-old sister's homework. The work is part of the pupils' personal and social health education, learning and school set, and learning the school set. Same as Larry Flint, yeah. Right, this is Larry Flint homework right here.
Those kids are too old to be learning those terms.
Right, the student was asked to
That's the
define
follow-up.
topics. As well as one of them was genital female genital mutilation, and breast ironing. These were things that they were asked to look up. There were also questions about alcohol, drugs, and smoking as part of the homework. Mr. Dagon, who took to Facebook to share his concern, said, "My little sister knows makeup and TikTok at the age of 13. She doesn't know about hardcore porn," and then asking her to define it. The majority of children nowadays will go on the internet to help them with their homework. And if you do this type of thing on the internet, God knows what's going to pop up.
Absolutely.
And
obviously.
Right? Mr. Bell, the principal, said, "I'm genuinely sorry if parents or students have unnecessarily researched any of these phrases for any offense caused by mistake." This is what happens when the education system tries to be woke.
Or the parent.
Leave it the F alone.
Yeah.
This is the education system. This came straight from their education board.
This is good. The education system needs to make sure these people learn this crap by 14 because they should have been taught it way the heck earlier.
Yeah,
and
that's something for mommy and daddy. That's
Yeah.
not something for principal or Mrs. Smith.
That's something for
or
Joe Exotic's children.
If mommy and daddy had done their jobs, then the kids would just have slept through that and filled in the answers and had an easy day.
Yeah,
at
but
that age.
hardcore pornography.
Yeah.
Well, they should know what revenge porn
Breast,
is.
Yeah, that's so important. At
Irony.
11.
That's the
You gotta
thing,
know
because
that revenge
until they
porn.
get into high school, they
And
might
breast ironing.
they could end up felons for revenge porning a girlfriend.
Yeah, not
and
realize
like not knowing what it is. Yeah.
What they should be doing is teaching them not to slut shame and stuff like that.
Yes.
Now that's important
There you
stuff
go.
because that means if you slut shame, that
That's
means you
what
don't get it
happens.
again.
So we just need to adjust it for you. As a parent, we just need to adjust the curriculum slightly, and we'll satisfy
Yeah.
you too.
So, seeing as we're on the topic of pornography, a South Korean football club was fined $81,300 after filling their stands with sex dolls.
Oh, what's the problem?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Right? South Korean football team FC Seoul has said that it has been handed a 100 million KRW fine, which is 81,000 American. 100 million is only $81,000.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Jesus Christ.
Their dollar's worth it.
Bro, you could be a billionaire there, no problem. Damn.
It's still not own shit.
And still not own shit. You'd be a billionaire and literally be driving a Honda. A Hyundai, probably. Hyundai. It is Korea. But they
What
were
is
received
that?
a fine after being accused of placing sex dolls in its stands to add to the atmosphere during a closed match.
That's great.
That's fantastic. Look, there they are. I mean, these are legit dolls.
Well,
Oh,
you
they're
know what?
holding up messages?
and
Okay, I got to show you this.
I
to
bet
you
they're
guys.
not even
They're just
mad because I
holding
mean,
up
you could
signs.
probably take one home afterwards, and then you have a friend for life.
And then they had to apologize on top of that. And
This
it
is
said it's
great.
really ugly and dirty. What is ugly and dirty
This
about it?
is awesome.
They all have their clothes on.
They
It's
don't
a great
look
way to
like
make them look.
sex dolls either.
They look kind of authentic, right? Because they're a little more realistic.
They
a
don't
sex
look
doll
surprised.
versus a mannequin, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how is that any different than a mannequin? I mean, really.
It's serious. It looks more realistic
See,
than a
it's
mannequin.
a dude just wearing a hat.
Yeah,
and a shirt.
he's got a mask on, so you don't see his
any social
donut smile.
So maybe he doesn't have any pants on and his dong is showing. I don't know. But
And you know what? That's none of our business.
these all look, and they're not. And if you look at them, they're not like high quality sex dolls. It's not like they forked out the big bucks for them.
Well, they're not the pool toy kind either.
Right. So I mean, these were just your average laying around at home sex dolls. You know what I mean? Coming in for Korea. Look, these two guys scroll further down. Scroll further down. Keep going. Keep going. Look, they're happy about it.
Yeah, these
They're
guys
like,
are
hey, sex
totally,
dolls. All
totally
right, let's
alright.
high five on it. You know what I'm saying?
There's seriously nothing appropriate about them. It's just like a way to get some dolls to hold stuff in the stands.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad about it.
They're hella
See,
dressed.
Yeah. Don't be woke. Don't be woke, Korea. It's
Yeah.
okay to have sex dolls.
Any
You know what?
doll is a
Mail
sex
them-
doll if you
mail
think
them
about it
to
that way.
Britain. The kids need them.
Yeah. Those poor ruddy
Kids need them
British.
for education there.
Totally.
What do you got?
Nothing.
I know you got something good.
I'm looking.
Yeah, you look like you have something.
Okay,
What's with
well-
that look?
Why don't we go pay some bills?
Stop looking
Not
like
yet.
that.
We got some minutes left. We got some
We have
minutes
to
left.
make
So
you
before we
awkward
do,
longer.
let's talk a little bit about another show that we've been watching. Altered Carbon.
Oh yeah.
Altered Carbon. Now
Yes.
that's an interesting show. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
I need to watch it.
The first episode or so
Mr. Bell might be starting his own website. Yeah.
was ish, and then all of a sudden it's just like we jumped straight in, and it was action packed.
Have you seen the first season of Altered Carbon?
No, I need to. I've heard.
The thing is, it's dark. It is brutal, but it is everything you want in sci-fi.
Sick.
It is incredible. Okay, Battle Angel Alita is actually a very good example. Battle Angel Alita is an excellent show. It was an excellent movie, but for me, it was still too kiddish. It takes the kid elements out of it.
Were you like haunted by totalitarian society things and stuff?
It's just brutal, dude.
Nice.
I mean, it's brutal. Everything
like
about it. Everything
rights
about
violations of entities that are
It's. I mean, in a way, it's almost. It's
like Dark Mirror status.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy the stuff that goes on, but you can't stop watching because it's so amazingly well done.
Yeah.
It's well done. It's well acted. I really love the cast.
How does it compare to Westworld? Which is something
I was
else like
never
that I need to
big
binge.
on Westworld, but there's a lot of similarities there, and that it's very gritty, very dark. It's hard for me to place
Futuristic, but
anything that's kind of like that because it really did surprise me to how it honestly it kind of reminds me of the first time when I watched Daredevil. The first Daredevil when it came on Netflix, it shocked me
Very good.
how brutal it was and how well written and how well acted it was. I feel like Altered Carbon falls into the same. Now, I haven't seen the second season. I know it stars Anthony Mackie, which is the Falcon from the Avengers, for anybody who doesn't know. So he was also in another terrible Netflix movie called Io. You can watch it. It wasn't that it was terrible. It just
Called
was
what?
pointless. Io.
Oh, just I.O.?
It's like Sid and Nancy Dart. Yeah.
Huh. Have you guys seen Oakjaw on Netflix?
Oakjaw.
Oakjaw, yeah, OKJA. It's like a yeah, it's like a half a kids movie, but like half dark too.
Oh, interesting.
And it's about this giant animal that was like bred to eat, but like it like rescues this kid, and this kid falls in love with it, and like rescues it from getting eaten.
Wow.
And they have like an adventure together, and like.
Have you seen Old Boy? The original? You have to find. It's a Korean movie. It's called Old Boy. It actually reminds me a lot. I feel like there's a lot of similar elements to Altered Carbon and Old Boy. And if you have not seen Old Boy, it honestly is probably one of the greatest foreign movies of our generation.
Oh. Well, we're
Old
talking about
Boy.
foreign movies. Can I talk about a Korean one?
That is
called.
You son of a bitch! I just told you that.
It's called Burning.
Bing Bang Bong.
So it's called. Well, that's what it translates from.
Okay.
So it's called Burning on Netflix. It's all subtitles, but it's hella worth it. And you find out about this like rich guy that's like just setting stuff on fire for fun.
Interesting.
And then there's like a murder plot that gets like uncovered, but it's all really slow and casual, but without dragging, because it really, the whole movie just settles into this jaded 20-something losing like the point of like what makes life worth living kind of feeling. And like, what's the point of all of it? Like, what is life? So without
What is
directly
love?
saying that, or with this one female protagonist kind of saying it, and even through the translation, like you just really feel this vibe of like that point when you like that jaded kind of grunge feeling, you know?
Yeah. So
it just wallows in it, Burning.
The Duffman brings up Ozark on Netflix, which isn't something that I've watched. We've talked about it. Jeff and we've talked about it, and it's something that I want to get into. I think I'm going to finish the seasons of Altered Carbon, but I may just hop right into Ozark. It depends on the Hank. If I can get him to keep
See, I got this problem.
successfully watching
I'm
shows.
only good for about 2 or 3 shows, and then all of a sudden, it's like the sleepy time timer gets pulled.
Oh, maybe you're just not meant to binge. You're a couple episodes.
Oh yeah,
at
I'm
once
not a
fella.
binger. I used to binge. I used to be a bingey, but the older I get, the less binging I can do.
Yeah. All right. So I definitely want to check out Ozark, but this is your
We'll look
homework,
into it.
kids. watch the first season of Altered Carbon. Check out Old Boy. Do not watch the American version. Find the Korean version. It is infinitely better. You don't even have to use subtitles. It's dubbed very well.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
Burning.
I liked it with subtitles, but it is dubbed very well.
Yeah, Korea's bringing it.
Let's
Korea's
let's
like the
pay some
new
bills.
USA.
All right, we'll be back.
Actually, I'm really
Don't
happy
go
that
anywhere.
Korea is done.
You guys love tacos?
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Okay, right? Yeah.
Love tacos.
I
That's
don't
my
care-
spirit animal.
I don't care what gender you are, or we love tacos, right?
Sexually identify as a taco.
Yes, whatever, man. But since we all love tacos, we all need to know about Pinche's Tacos. And do you know where it's at? It's 9205 West Russell Road. It's an awesome place for lunch, dinner, or both. Here at RadioVegas.rocks, we love this place so much that if you mention us and order a blood orange margarita, they will give you a free gringo taco. What? Free gringo taco? Yes, that's right. That's what I said. And you know what else? It's like, okay, you're like, well, I don't really feel like driving over there. They have 2 locations, bruh. 2 fucking locations. But you need to get in on this deal. You must visit the Russell location. I mean, yeah, that's where you gotta go for the free gringo tacos. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? If you're just like, I don't have gas for that, but I have money for tacos, just go to the other one. But yeah, Pinche's Tacos, because who else doesn't love tacos, man?
Listen up. The soap you shower with, it's you probably haven't even questioned what bar soap you lather up with. Let's face it, most guys don't. They're still using whatever bar their mommy bought for her little man. Is that what you want? To smell like mama's little man? Ugh. But now you can upgrade your shower game with Dr. Squatch Natural Soap.
To subscribe to Dr. Squatch, visit RadioVegas.rocks and click on the banner.
Or don't, and continue to be mommy's little helper. Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. Real soap for real men.
Hey, Chuck. Oh, hey, Mike. So, listen, the gang is hitting the bar after work. You want to come with us?
No can do, bro. The wife is picking me up and we're going to hike up the Devil's Rectum.
You got to be kidding me. By the time you get all the way home and change, you'll never make it up there in time.
I don't have to go home. I'm just going to wear what I have on.
You can't hike up the Devil's Rectum in khakis.
These aren't khakis. They're 5'11s.
It don't matter how tall you are. You still can't hike up the Devil's Rectum in khaki pants, you moron.
These are 5'11 pants. You know, 5'11 tactical.
They don't make khakis. They make stuff for cops and firefighters in the military.
And everybody else. Check it out.
Holy crap. I had no idea they made all this stuff.
It's all there at 511tactical.com. You know my motto.
You have a motto?
Play hard and look good doing it.
Okay, that's just stupid.
It's not stupid.
It's stupid.
You're stupid.
511 Tactical. Play hard and look good doing it. Shop now by clicking the 511 banner on our website, radiovegas.rocks.
Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the RadioVegas.rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.rocks shows. Plus podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.rocks
Get the
app.
app. Just get the app. Just get the app.
Just get the app. Matter of fact, if you don't have the app, you're kind of missing out because you can download on your Samsung device or your Apple device. You can have music in the background
that's the best
on the
part.
go, and you know exactly what shows are playing when, what day, and whatnot. If you don't have the radio,
Yeah, it doesn't nag you either. It's not a naggy app.
yeah, we don't bug you.
There's coupons in the app for local businesses, so you can waive your app at places like.
I shave my nuts all the time.
What's the pizza place?
Looks like a baby's brain.
Definitely show Evil Pie. There's, you guys, it's killing me. What was the other
That's because
pizza
we're
place
still
that
talking.
since forever?
Evil Pie.
No, the other one. That
Oh.
Also,
We don't do
it's in the Cortez. The pizza place that's in the Cortez. Wave the phone at them. They're awesome.
Yes.
Even though I'm spacing on their name right
I'm
now.
spacing too. All right, so we got plenty more to get to, folks. We've done a lot of talk on Korea, and we got some more stuff that's coming up. We talked a little bit about Batwoman. I just want to throw this out there really quick. I believe the only person capable of truly playing the Joker ever, the only person, for me in my book, the only man, is Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, Defoe.
Tell me he would not make a good Joker.
Naked City Pizza, by the way.
Naked City,
It looks like they're closing the Cortez location, but there's a couple other locations. Hit them up. Throw them some pandy love.
Yeah.
Naked City Pizza. Anyway, William Dafoe.
Yes, I just want to throw that out there. I think he would be the absolute best Joker.
Yeah, serious.
I really do. I really do.
If you can picture him as not Green Goblin, but it's been long enough that I could do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I told you guys already, you got to see The Lighthouse. That's my favorite William Dafoe movie
right,
now.
you said that.
Yeah. You just got to go
I like
and
Life
sit
Aquatic
down.
with Steve Zissou, too.
Oh, that's right.
Plays the first mate.
Oh, man. Who's the people that make that movie? All their movies are great.
Yeah.
Those brothers.
Yeah, the two brothers. It's not the Coen
The
brothers.
Doodlebot brothers. Farrelly brothers?
Fairly. Is it? Or is it Coen?
Coen brothers?
Fairly brothers? I don't know.
Colin Farrell brothers.
Yes. Funky Farrell Bros. So what do you got for me, Hank? Hank.
Wait, let me bumper you in.
We all love breakup letters. Hey, honey, guess who left his Facebook open on the computer and got a message from Kelsey? Yeah, you. But don't worry, I didn't break anything. Actually, I was nice enough to package your things. And I even invented a neat game, since I know you like looking for things like other girls. Here's where you'll find your shit. 1, your clothes are where we first met. 2, your video games, well, they're where we first kissed. 3, your laptop is where we bought our first video game together. Your TV is where we went all the way. And then the very final, everything else, including pictures of the last 2 years of our lives, is at Kelsey's house. Have fun. Oh, and while I didn't break or damage anything, I can't guarantee anybody else won't find it. Happy hunting.
Oh, snap!
Scavenger hunt for your shit.
Keep your wiener in your pants.
See, I don't think, if, I've had a girlfriend cheat on me, obviously, but I've never thought of doing anything, like, extravagant. I've just always been like, I'm done. You know?
You disqualified
I'm
yourself.
done, yeah.
It's a
I'm out.
disqualification.
My thing is, I wonder if this lady was nice enough to
What is it with
just
women writing
leave
letters?
the letter, like Dear John him, or if like she sat on the edge of the bed and watched him read it, or like how did he get that letter?
Text message.
Well, if I were her, I probably wouldn't want to be there if all of his stuff is missing.
Yeah, well, you know.
So, speaking of which, that's interesting that we bring that up about their
Kelsey?
home, actually. A man forces his way inside a Lancaster County home, cooks himself dinner, and then helped himself to a shower.
Oh, gosh, another
It's
one
true.
of those.
Miles Rail, 26, was showering inside a Manheim Township home when officers arrived, police say. He allegedly, why the allegedly? It's obvious he did.
It's obvious he doesn't
In
have
law
lawsuits
enforcement,
on
you
him.
have to put allegedly.
I know.
I'm used to it myself. I'm
Right.
sorry.
He allegedly forced his way inside, causing 2 residents to flee. Miles Patrick Rail of Havertown was showering inside the residence when officers arrived at the scene. Ray allegedly, there it is again, forced his way inside the home, located in the 1700 block of Sammer Drive, just in case you wanted to go down there, because it's obviously easy to get into, after threatening to harm the victim, who answered the door if the victim did not give him food. It was at about 9:21 in the afternoon. He pushed his way past the victim and forced his way into the home after the victim refused to provide food. The victim and another resident of the home fled the house. Rel allegedly locked them outside. Like, how many times can you use the word allegedly? He then went...
Allegedly, there's a few.
Wait, this is the best part. He then went to the victim's kitchen, located a frozen spaghetti and clams dinner, and prepared it for himself using the victim's microwave. Where's the alleged?
Well, we know...
How do you know he didn't allegedly locate the frozen
The
spaghetti
cool
and
thing about us
allegedly
being hosts is you
prepare it
could
for himself?
allegedly put allegedly in whenever you want.
You can give it a blanket alleged.
Yeah.
Like the following is alleged.
He allegedly used the microwave. You don't know if he used the microwave. How do you know he didn't use the stove? Now, see, the one time when they should put allegedly, they don't.
He's past the statute of limitations for microwave
I want to see the
usage.
investigation report. I want to know the exact order of events here. And even better, while he was taking a shower, he resisted arrest.
On top of all that.
Yeah, he still resisted arrest. There's the guy.
Wait, I'll pull him up. He looks cool.
Like a real winner.
He looks like he's in the Kooks.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. Meth is a hell of a drug.
Where did this happen?
Fox43.com.
But like Lancaster County.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Miles Rail.
Keep going, you guys.
Okay, so I thought that was pretty interesting. I thought you want to know that.
Have you ever had to deal with people lying to you when you're in the workforce?
All the time.
Well, let me tell you something.
Tell me.
When I worked at a busy water park similar to Six Flags as a lifeguard attendant...
Hold on, are you lying to me now?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
It was the middle of summer.
There he is.
There were thousands of people in the park, and good camping setup spots were limited by lunchtime. Here's the situation. While lifeguarding over a fake wave pool, we were periodically required to tell customers on the dining table that the seating was short-term seating only while they ate their food, etc.
Sure, sure.
Otherwise, people leave their towel and bags over the table and flip out anytime anyone tries to eat at their table.
I had a buddy who would leave his leg there. He had a fake leg.
Oh, let's leave it around.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Nobody would go
If
near
he
it.
ever got arrested, he'd never have a leg to stand on in court.
Well, he'd have one.
Now I got to find out where I'm at. Hold on. Oh, man. These tables are constantly packed when it's busy, obviously, huh? One lady had decided that she'd pull 2 tables and 8 chairs together, spread all her stuff around, start reading a book with coffee. This was incredibly rude and pissed a lot of customers off, and rightfully so. So after the wave turns off 20 minutes or so, I do the walkthrough of the same spiel, limited seating, appreciate if you could free up once you're finished with your meals, etc., etc. I get to this lady who says, I'm drinking a coffee. I understand, but you can't really set up base here. We keep the dining tables free for people with food to have somewhere to sit, eat.
Yeah, yeah.
There are plenty of spaces here, here, and here. Yeah, thanks. Another half hour goes by. I go through the tables again, same spiel, etc. I get to this lady. Sorry, ma'am, but I really have to ask you to move on shortly. You've taken up 8 seats and 2 tables for the last hour while only occupying 1. I'm reading my book. Get your manager if you have a problem. Show some initiative. And that's what she actually said. So I called the duty manager over. He has a chat, calms her down, comes back to me and says she claims to have a heart problem and can't walk around much or be in the heat, etc. So just let her be. Not a problem. I'm not going to harass a lady with a heart problem, and the manager is cool with it, so I don't dare. Here's the revenge. About 3 hours later, I was rotated on one of the more popular group water slides. The lineup was over an hour. Lo and behold, look who it is, the same lady with some of her friends. She gets to the front of the line, attempts to step up into the ride. Sorry, ma'am, unfortunately, I can't let you ride this ride today. Why not? As it's a thrill ride, people with heart conditions aren't permitted to ride. Not entirely true. They are just not advised to ride. I don't have a heart condition, she said. I'm sorry if I was misinformed, but I was notified that you have a heart condition, and so really wouldn't feel comfortable putting you in that situation, risking it and all. Your friends are fine to go through, though.
That's awesome.
Yes, isn't it? They all took off, laughing and having a good time. This is bullshit. I want to speak to your manager. Certainly, I said. I radioed to the manager, briefly letting him know the situation, and heard the amusement in his voice when he said he'll be right around. She waited about 30 minutes standing at the top of the line, only to be greeted by guess who? The same manager she claimed to have the heart condition to. While putting on this incredibly sincere and concerned voice, told her how he couldn't possibly risk putting her in a situation like this, opening them up for court action and etc. They love using etc. in this.
Etc.
Etc. She tried pleading to him.
Mailbox, etc.
And then she didn't really have a heart condition, and how it was something else, etc., etc. So she didn't get to ride the ride.
Good.
So don't lie about being handicapped if you're not handicapped.
She rode enough rides at that table.
Yeah, right? She rode enough coffees. The Duffster said a woman at a pyramid-shaped Las Vegas resort wanted a room comp and free meals because her bathing suit got wet at the pool.
I'd be pissed off if that happened to me.
Ugh, the worst.
Could you
Especially if
imagine?
it was urine.
Yep.
Oh, well, there's going to be urine. You're in Las Vegas, baby. Yeah, there's going to be urine tasting water, even if it's salt water.
You're breathing in urine as we speak.
Yeah.
And
it could be my pee.
Those elevators of the parking garages.
Do you find it difficult not to pee in the pool? Be real.
Tempting, but not difficult.
Like my friends' pools, I don't pee in their pools. I try to be respectful, but like I'm not gonna lie.
I hate it when they come at you with problems.
I thought about peeing in Ricky's pool on Saturday.
Should have done it.
I get out of the pool and I go in their bushes because none of my friends that own a pool don't have like bushes nearby.
Oh, you're a bush guy.
Yeah, who has a pool and doesn't have piss bushes?
That's true because that's true.
Right?
Is Ricky still listening?
He might be.
Show me a pool owner and I'll show you a piss bush owner.
Do you remember last week I did that story about the guy from India who bought all those onions to masquerade as a delivery driver to get home?
I'm going to say no, I was gone last week.
Oh, okay. Then you probably
That was
don't.
Ricky Bobby.
India has more onion news.
Actually, this was in China.
But it's from India today.
I know. Hilarious. Probably because they were like, oh, that's
our thing.
Did we tell people we tried a cotton candy?
Oh,
we
that's
did,
right.
and I thought it was kind of gross.
Really? I thought the cotton candy cupcake was great.
Okay, I don't feel like doing the banana scale on the watermelon cookies because I think they were pretty god awful.
Negative banana.
I would afford.
I give the cupcake a solid 7.5.
7.5 bananas. It's not my thing.
I'd give it a 5. 5 banana. 5 out of 12 bananas.
That kind of lump
right
of sugar
here.
makes me fall asleep, though, is all. That's
I pay for additional trust in the pool.
Nap factor.
For the Duffster. Can't say to blame you. So a woman in China sends 1,000 kilograms of onions to ex-boyfriend to make him cry.
Oh, that's so
adorable.
sweet.
Also ties into your revenge story, right? In a bizarre incident, a heartbroken woman sent 1,000 kilograms of onions to her boyfriend as a revenge. She apparently wanted to make him cry, as she did after their relationship.
That sounds like one of those
There's
sweet stories.
There's actually a photo of all the onions stacked out in front of his door. Hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, is there? I did the wrong article.
Hilarious.
Here we go.
Apparently, she was angry that her boyfriend had not shed a single tear after parting ways with her. Bro, that is a Chinese woman through and through.
Right?
Is it really?
It's like a parable.
Yes,
Yeah.
honest to goodness.
It's like the most Buddhist story.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't been in a whole lot of relationships where I haven't been extremely sad at the end of it. Now I've been into some relationships where I've just no longer been interested before, or
But it was still
once
sad.
you hear some some news, you're like, yeah,
Okay,
this is it. No big deal. We're done.
We're international here. Do you realize that?
Yes.
We cover the globe. with
Yeah,
our
this dude's a
news.
ninja.
We get our science. All of the stories are verified 100% true by science.
Yeah.
Okay. We use
Science
sciencers.
Science says you hate the game, not the player.
That's right. We have sciences. Sciencinators.
Science.
Every of the science goes into all of our news, And I've got another one. We're going to keep it international.
We have people everywhere. That's what's great.
I'm going to Russia.
Let's go to Moscow.
Let's go to Russia.
A Russian coronavirus nurse has been verbally reprimanded for wearing a bikini beneath a see-through protective gown while tending to patients.
Oh, God bless her.
Right? Yeah, wait till you see her. She's gorgeous, too.
Corona.
The nurse in the Tula region south of Moscow gained instant internet fame after a photo showing her making the rounds in the provocative garb with an elderly patient looking on in the background.
Yeah.
And then she went on to say, it gets too hot in the protective gear for clothes.
Agreed. God
and
bless.
she also said, the men in the ward had nothing against the medic's outfit.
There we go.
I wouldn't either. She did get reprimand for violating the dress code. But you can see from the picture, she's wearing like this kind of plasticky suit. Could you find it?
What site are you going to for it?
Oh,
here we go.
there it is, there it
Yeah.
is.
Oh, man, I like it.
So
I'm nosy. Hold on.
All right, go ahead. This is.
Oh, God bless.
Yeah, look at that old man's all stoked on it.
He is. This is probably having the best damn day of his life. I think all nurses should dress like that.
Yeah, I think that's the only way to get the cova.
I think they keep that stress down.
Yeah.
I think they would keep that stress
My
down.
word. Goodness gracious. Golly gee
Hello,
whiz,
nurse.
Franklin.
Man, and since how we're on the topic now of sexy ladies, and we've talked about children looking up pornography.
Yeah, we've gone a long way this show.
Let's talk about adult film star Ron Jeremy.
Oh, nothing like a finale when we're talking about Ron Jeremy. Go ahead.
He is fighting to
What?
save the tree outside of his childhood home in Queens.
Oh, beautiful.
He's fighting for it. Adult film star Ron Jeremy is fighting to save a tree his father planted outside of their New York home the day he was born.
Oh, hell.
Jeremy took to Twitter on Saturday saying...
Probably a big, thick tree.
It is. There's a picture of him hugging it, in fact. They said Con Edison was going to cut the tree down that was planted in Queens in 1953. The tweet also includes a photo of Jeremy hugging the tree outside of the home on Bell Boulevard in Bayside. And he says, this is the tweet.
I just can't stop looking at the nurse.
I know, I can't
God,
look away either.
God bless Waz.
She could be totally naked and it would be less
What were
hot
you
than
talking
that.
about again?
That's how you know we're old, that like naked women aren't hot anymore. They have to wear weird stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's wearing plastic. I'm finally aroused.
God bless America. I want the Kova.
So Ron Jeremy's tweet says, I need your... What in the world? Yeah. I need your help. Help me save my tree. This tree was planted by my dad the day I was born. Please let Con Edison know that they cannot tear down this tree. He then gives the at Con Edison 6124 Bell Boulevard. Please help me save my tree. I looked after that tree all my life. They tried to chop the tree down years ago, but I wouldn't let them. I've belted myself to the tree. Let my little tree live. He ain't ready to go yet, Jeremy said. Apparently they want to take it down to avoid any potential damage it may cause to surrounding power lines.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
They should just
However,
trim the canopy.
The department also said in inspection of the earlier month, the Norway maple tree was in poor condition, less than half the canopy remaining, despite the branches that remain not posing any safety threat at all. They are likely to fall. So Ron Jeremy, he's trying to save his tree, yo.
That's Ron Jeremy hugging a tree, dude.
Let's help out our boy. He's actually been on the Rock and Comedy Show, Ron Jeremy. We need to help our boy out. Contact Con Edison. Tell him.
It's just a tree. Let it be.
Oh, yeah, he's been on the
tell
station.
Him, don't mess with Ron Jeremy's wood.
Yeah, leave his wood alone.
Yeah, leave the old man's wood alone, okay?
This is kind of sweet, too.
His wood is sacred. Okay, he has sacred wood.
That's
Okay.
what I was going to say. Sacred wood? What's wrong? What have you done?
What have you done? That's right, don't mess with Ron Jeremy's.
What this article? No. Trying to show you the picture. Anyway,
Yeah.
we got the 2-minute warning, you guys.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. Who's on after us?
It is David Reed Watson with Rock the Talk.
So do not go anywhere after Two Clueless Dudes. Let me make for sure that you guys know.
RadioVegas.rocks.
I'm confident that you already got us taken care of. But make sure you like us at Two Clueless Dudes at
There we go.
Facebook, on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Spotify,
listen
Apple
to
Podcasts.
us on Radio Vegas Rocks. If you don't have the app, you are wrong. Download it from your Samsung or Apple device, and you will have music in the background, music on the go. All of our shows are on there. Everything and anything you need. You can even communicate with us right here through the chat room if you wish.
Or order any type of clothing from our brand new website, nippleopolis.com.
Yes, we have great nipples there.
Someone's going to buy nippleopolis.com.
I know, right? See you, Jeff.
All right. Thank you for listening, everybody. Have a nice time. Be safe. And do what you're supposed to do.
And this was our season finale again.
Yes.
So a brand new season abounds next week. So tune in next week, Fridays at 5 p.m. If you want to listen live, it's Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. Check us out.
Love each other. Keep your clothes on. Unless you're that sexy nurse. Have a good one, folks.
Yeah.
Happy weekend.
Signing out. Woo! Goodbye. For real this time.
Cold ending. Got it in the stream. Ice cold.